Welcome back to our scenic icons of Western Canada adventure. I've wound up here on a stretch of road they like to call Highway 93. But because it runs parallel to the Continental Divide, across a bit of a mountain range, around a lake or two and through a couple of national parks, people go absolutely nuts about it. But to be honest, you know, it's not as long as the Great Ocean Road, and it certainly doesn't feature a bridge like that one that spans the Sydney Harbour. So I really don't know what all the fuss is about. Oh. Wow. Driving along the Icefield Parkway, we saw a black shape ahead on the road. Got a little closer, and lo and behold, there we are. A mother black bear and her two cubs, not 10 metres away, so close you could smell them. Wildlife is in abundance in this land, as are the gobsmacking vistas, and those innovative Canadians aren't short on ways to help you absorb them. If something wins the World Architecture Festival's award for future projects, it's bound to be extraordinary. This has that distinction. It's only 30 metres long, but it cost $21 million because being 300 metres above the valley floor, anchoring it into the cliff face posed some challenges. The idea behind the Glacier skywalk is to suspend you in midair and fully maximise the impact of the surrounds. Does it achieve that? You bet your sweet fear of heights it does. The Glacier skywalk opened in 2014, and General Manager Rusty Noble tells me it was a long time in the planning.
This was in process really for 7 years, actually, from conception of idea to permitting and public feedback and then actually being able to build it in a national park. Actual construction time took just less than 2 years during the summer months. You're going to notice when you look around that the steel that we use is not painted. It's actually designed to rust and oxidize itself, seal itself, and then it surely blends into the landscape a lot more than something that would be brightly painted or the rest of it.
The skywalk is just one attraction at the Columbian Icefields, the most famous of the 4 icefields along the parkway. Jumping aboard a $1.5 million bus, known as a snow coach, and being delivered right to the doorstep of a glacier is another. This huge tongue of ice is called the Athabasca Glacier. It's part of the Columbia Icefield, which is a tri-oceanic watershed feeding the oceans of the Arctic, the Atlantic, and the Pacific. Because it's melting so slowly, conceivably, I could hop on a plane, head back home, lay my towel out on the sand, and watch this bit wash up on the toes of a Bondi Beach bikini babe. How old is this glacier?
Well, this particular glacier, the ice is being changed out all the time. So the ice that we're standing on is perhaps maybe 1,000 years old. But we know that it goes back millions of years in some areas.
The landscape is constantly evolving, and with the glacier receding at a rate of about 5 metres a year, around 100 years from now, it will have all but disappeared. So conceivably, this filled the entire valley all the way down there.
And even beyond, above those mountains that we see, Mount Wilcox and Nigel Peak.
Now, I've been told that these waters have magic powers, and washing my face with it will take 10 years off my appearance. What? Oh. My female producer informs me that it only works for women. Good luck. Welcome back to our scenic adventure through Western Canada. To my mind, one of the most scenically abundant locations on the planet. In the 1880s, a bunch of grimy construction workers in desperate need of a bath pushed through here laying Canada's transcontinental railway. Imagine how they felt when they found hot springs down there. Upon discovery of such a majestic location, the railway realised that since they couldn't export the scenery, they'd import the tourists. Consequently, this became the birthplace of Canada's tourism industry and the first national park in a country full of national parks. They call this place Banff. So good, they gave it 2 Fs. Banff is in the unique and privileged position of being contained within a national park, and it's hard not to be reminded of that fact even metres from the centre of town. I'm just hanging around, minding my own business, and in walks an elk. Just been told by one of the guys here, I'm not sure how reliable it is, that these things are really common, possibly more common than bear. You see a lot of bear. These are actually more dangerous than bear. There are more incidents with the elk and human beings than there are with bears and human beings. Nice rack, by the way. And if no amount of majestic mountain scenery is too much, then get on board the Banff gondola, where you'll get a bird's eye view of no less than 6 mountain ranges. This is just so typical of Canada. In case you've done the absolute impossible and managed to miss the view, they've built this to give you the teabag effect and dangle you right in it. Once at the top, it's worth venturing out on the boardwalk to really get an idea of how this area inspired the birth of tourism in this country. Given that Banff was designed as a tourist town, the streets are laid out so as to show off all the surrounding natural assets. Not bad if you don't mind a little distraction with your traffic. Travelling with Scenic, you'll have many options available to you, depending on how leisurely or jam-packed you wish the experience to be. I've opted for an afternoon float down Bow River.
First I thought we were going to come down there, but it's just as well. It looks like really hard work for him. Very relaxing for us, though.
Now this little river, the Bow River, it originates right about 90 kilometers on the Banff-Jasper Highway. There's a beautiful, beautiful mountain lake called Bow Lake, and that's where this river comes from. At the end of Bow Lake, there's an ice field, melts down into the lake, and then at the end of the lake, there's a little river that comes out of there, and that's the source of the Bow River.
This is a summertime-only experience offered around, well, 4 months of the year before the river freezes over for the winter. It's just one of countless happy holiday experiences for my fellow Scenic passengers.
Fabulous. I can't believe the endless scenery.
Yeah, just on and on. Everywhere we go, the scenery's absolutely magnificent. You just can't believe it.
And as we've come to expect, our accommodation in Banff is without doubt the fanciest in town. Opened back in 1888 and looming out of the forest like a Victorian citadel, it's easy to see how the Fairmont Banff Springs has earned its title as the castle in the Rockies. Its magnificent, grand interiors are matched only by its surroundings and impressive facilities, such as the Banff Springs Golf Course. It's a beautiful view of the hotel there, Simon.
Yeah, you know, really, really stunning hole. You know, it's just so nice that you can see that you're playing back towards the hotel. Doesn't get much better than that.
Golf pro Simon tells me the course is a big draw card for the hotel.
That was better. Better strike, though.
See, I'm looking for wildlife. That was my intention.
Go away. To experience the natural wonders of Canada, join Scenic on a handcrafted luxury land journey. Stay in exclusive Fairmont hotels and resorts and enjoy Scenic Enrich experiences and Scenic free choice activities. Secure your early bird offer for 2021. Getaway viewers can save an additional $400 per couple off all Canada's smaller group land journeys. To learn more and to view early bird offers, visit scenic.com.au/getaway, call 1300 790 372 or speak to your nearest Scenic agent.